Welcome to GSG's Mobility 101 series of videos. The purpose of Mobility 101 is to help you, the IT or mobile consultant, keep up with the tools, technology, and yes, the terminology associated with the rapidly changing world of mobility, that is, the devices, networks, applications, and business of mobile technology. This video is intro to MMS. MMS is one of the biggest three-letter acronyms, or TLAs as we like to call them, in the mobile industry. While there's general agreement on what MMS means, there's a little less agreement on what it stands for. We've seen a big number of mobile software and service vendors say that MMS is short for Managed Mobility Services. On the other hand, Gartner prefer to switch the M's around, and they insist that it's short for Mobility Managed Services. Same words, slightly different order. Now that we know what we're talking about when we say MMS, let's look at how Gartner defines the term. Mobility Managed Services, MMS, encompass the IT and process management services required by a company to acquire, provision, and support smartphones, tablets, and ruggedized field force devices with integrated cellular and/or wireless connectivity. Although the current market for such services is largely focused on corporate liable devices, MMS engagements also provide a level of control to companies supporting individual liable devices or bring your own device accessing corporate resources and information. I won't blame you if you're a little lost after reading that definition. I think I might actually know less about MMS after reading that. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to start over again. I'm going to take us back to more familiar turf and show you something well established, something that's been around for decades. And that thing is IT, as in traditional information technology. It's a pretty broad term, but in this case we're talking about the people and services that keep the computers in our businesses and offices running. Take a look at this thing. This should be familiar to you, and in fact, some of you may be thinking right now, hey, what's up with the antique? A few years ago, this would have been considered to be a mid-level laptop, suitable not just for general office work, but even graphics and software development. I should know, that's my old computer you're looking at. Anyways, even today, you'll find computers from this era with these specs, or something similar, doing day-to-day work in offices and homes everywhere. Let's jump to present-day technology. If you take a look at the specs on today's flagship smartphones, here's what you'll find. Today's smartphones have specs that either match or, in some cases, exceed those of these not-so-old laptops we were just talking about. Compared to the mid-level laptops of a few years ago, today's top smartphones have faster processors, better networking, more cameras and sensors. Some of them are even water-resistant. They travel more easily because they weigh ounces, not pounds. And these days, you can use them on the plane from gate to gate during takeoff and landing, even when your seat has to be in the fully upright position and your tray table has to be stowed. Simply put, they're pretty much like computers, and if the computers we use for work need to be managed by an IT department, shouldn't we be doing the same thing for mobile devices? What we're trying to say is that if you want to sum up MMS in a nice, simple sentence, you wouldn't be terribly wrong if you said MMS is IT for mobile devices, or MMS is the new IT. MMS is a little bit different from IT, and not just because the devices it deals with are more portable. With about 4 decades of traditional desktop and laptop computing history, traditional IT has a lot of tools, technology, best practices, and experience to call upon, and most of the changes in the traditional IT world have been incremental. If you had a time machine, you could easily take one of today's desktop or laptop computers, go and visit yourself, say, about 20 years ago, and chances are your past self would still recognize the machine from the future as a computer. But that past version of you from 20 years ago would be initially confused by your smartphone. Unlike today's computers, which over the past 40 years have evolved to be more or less the same, with differences between them being pretty small, mobile devices aren't even a decade old yet. It's not unusual to see vendors releasing one big flagship model every year, and we've become used to seeing a new mobile operating system every year as well, while in the desktop world we've still got computers running versions of Windows from the previous millennium. Mobile's still a new technology. We're only beginning to explore it, and for the next little while you should expect it to be a rapidly changing field. It's going to have all sorts of mobile hardware, software, operating systems, and services cropping up all the time. If a relatively unchanged technology like desktops and laptops have to be managed to run effectively in a business, you definitely want to manage mobile devices as well. If there weren't enough complications involved with managing mobile devices for business, the fact that we take them everywhere presents an additional challenge. We have both personal and professional uses for them. They're harder to keep track of, and they're much easier to lose. And losing a device that has access to corporate resources? Well, that presents all sorts of security and legal issues that traditional IT didn't have to deal with most of the time. So far, we've established that mobile devices, being computers that just also happen to make phone calls, need their own kind of IT. What does that IT for mobiles look like? It's made up of several major parts, many of which have similar counterparts in traditional IT, and like traditional IT, it's about managing technology through its complete life cycle. It starts with a consulting, design, and planning process. And once the planning process is done, there's the matter of procuring and deploying the devices, as well as keeping track of them and knowing who's been assigned which smartphone or tablet. Mobile devices with cellular networking capabilities, that is, all smartphones and some tablets, will have some kind of account with a cellular carrier. That requires management, from ensuring that each user is on the appropriate plan for their level, role, and needs, as well as handling issues such as roaming and expense management. Mobile devices need to be configured and then connected to other corporate systems such as email, contacts, and calendar, as well as other online resources. And without applications and a way for users to find and install them, they're not terribly useful. Security is an obvious need. There need to be resources that users can call upon whenever their mobile devices, apps, or services won't work, as well as whenever they need to make a change to their device or service. That's where these help and service desks come in, and yes, they are two separate desks. The initial cost of a mobile device isn't very much compared to its ongoing costs, and those costs are one of the fastest growing in IT. Mobile expenses need to be managed. And finally, there's what happens when it's time to retire a mobile device from service. These 9 major components make up MMS, and as mobile technology, applications, and services change, and they're changing every day, these components will also change. It's a new kind of IT, dealing with new technology, new uses, and new challenges. We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it both enlightening and entertaining. If you want more material like this, check out our blog, which you'll find at this easy-to-remember URL, bit.ly/gsgblog. We're also quite social on social media, and we've made some easy-to-remember shortcuts to our social media accounts. If you need to, pause the video so you can take down these links. And finally, for more about GSG, visit our site at gsgtelco.com. Thanks for watching.